Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? You best believe it's on. What's going on, YouTube? It's your man, Mr. Lux, aka the Married Gamer, and I'm back. 4 years in a it's been 4 years since I've been last posted on this channel. But I want to first thank you guys for staying subscribed to the channel, because that's a long time with no content. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know if I was ever going to return to posting on YouTube again. But I gotta thank my wife, because she kept staying on me about, you need to get back on YouTube. You know, that's what you want to do. That's what you like to do. You need to start getting your channel back up and going on YouTube. And, you know, I agree with her. You know, it just took some time. You know, you get kind of bogged down with family life and the kids growing up, and, you know, some things kind of take a back seat. But I'm happy to say that starting with this being my first video back in 2026, this is the start of a new rebirth of my channel. I already got a new channel logo, if you guys have happened to see that. So kind of rebranding the artistic style of the channel as well. So, you know, there have been 2 previous like gameplay updates or presentations that they've had for MLB The Show 26. The first one was, as we see on the screen here, the first one was gameplay updates right here. Then the next one was Road to the Show. I will be going back and doing my my reactions to those and giving my opinions and feedback regarding the content that is in those videos, as well as the live streams that came with them. But today, since, you know, I'm starting today as my YouTube comeback, the new video they just dropped as of right now, 41 minutes ago. I haven't looked at it. This is just like some buffering that came up when I like made it full screen, and it was just like downloading. But I haven't looked at this at all yet. And this is about presentation. So I don't know exactly what they're going to be showing in presentation, but they will also be, if they're going to do like they did the last 2, you know, updates for MLB The Show 26, they will have a live stream this evening at about 4 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. So once again, I want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me, being patient. And also let me know, you know, a lot of you guys have watched me since you were probably in freaking middle school, high school, and then you're grown men and women now. So, you know, let me know down in the comments what's been going on with you. You know, how's life been? You know, what games you currently playing? What games have you played in the past? Like, give me an update. You know, as some of you guys know, I not only just play MLB The Show, but I'm a big Destiny fan, and right now Destiny's in a horrible place. They just had a tweet come out yesterday that the community did not like. And it was not inspiring, to say the least. So we'll see what happens with Destiny. I do have games like Arc Raiders. I've had it since last year. Have not yet played the game yet. But I know that it's an extremely fun game. A lot of people just grind it for hours and hours. So I want to try to expand into different things. I know that's not necessarily good in terms of like YouTube growth, because it's always best that you stay consistent with one type of, like, have your channel focused on one thing. So we'll see how that stuff goes, because I'm not doing this for like any kind of monetary gain per se. It'd be nice if it happens, but, you know, I just want to like play what I want to play, and hopefully you guys can stick around for that. But long-winded way of saying just thank you guys for being around and still sticking with me. And, you know, I'm sorry that I was gone for so long, but I'm glad to be back now. And, let's go ahead and jump into the MLB The Show What's New presentation video. And we'll let it play through the first time, and we'll go back and give our comments.
Jessica Mendoza here for MLB The Show. Okay. In this episode of Fielding Feedback, the show that explores how community comments and player feedback drive innovation, we're going to check out the presentation elements that make MLB The Show 26 our most realistic and immersive game yet.
Okay. Let's see.
Kicking things off in the broadcasting booth, Boog and Singy are back.
Okay, they're back.
This year with dynamic play-by-play commentary. But we're also excited to announce that my buddy, Robert Flores, will be offering catered commentary across game modes in Diamond Dynasty.
Nice. He's a big fan of the game.
Mixes expert analysis, real-time strategic advice, and his colorful personality into his catered commentary for ranked games, Battle Royale, Diamond Quest, and more.
Not over until you say it's over.
I'm also excited to share that I'll be joining Boog and Singy to call the NCAA College World Series, guiding your journey through Omaha.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
He's got to be thrilled that it went yard. Regardless of which mode you play in MLB The Show 26, the game presentation will be customized to your career journey like never before through connected storytelling, In franchise mode, we can integrate your real-time performance from pre-game storylines on the broadcast.
He's setting the tone game after game.
And while you work your way to the bigs as a minor leaguer in Road to the Show, we'll stay on top of where you stand within your organization and throughout the league. To give you a visual feel for how you're performing game to game and week to week, we've added brand new StatCasts like hitting spray charts, pitch usage breakdowns, and more for next level depth and analysis. And for big picture career awareness and perspective, we're tracking your progress to Cooperstown and where you stand amongst the game's elite. Want to know where you sit in All-Star voting? How about your latest career accomplishment? We got you.
Okay, that animation's been in the game before.
Building on the overwhelming excitement for the college experience last year, we've expanded our roster to 19 college teams for MLB The Show 26, all of which bring their own color and culture to the game. We've added new fans and chants, uniform colorways, college-specific celebrations, and team traditions to your Road to the Show experience. I'm also excited to announce our new official NCAA Men's College World Series branding integration, complete with full tournament brackets and all the sights and sounds of Charles Schwab Field in Omaha as you play the College World Series.
All right.
Sticking with one-of-a-kind tournaments, the World Baseball Classic, and come launch day, you'll be able to play in the tournament with your Diamond Dynasty squad.
Nice.
In addition to integrating all the official sites
Tokyo Dome is going to be dope.
Classic,
good addition.
The San Diego studio development team took much consideration into the key locations of this year's tournament so that the authentic
a lot of people have been wanting to see the game for a while.
Along with the drums and chants of Hiram B. Thorne Stadium in Puerto Rico, will be added into the show for the WBC.
Oh.
Yep. This means you'll be able to enjoy the sights and sounds of the 4 official World Baseball Classic stadiums.
Good, good. That's going to be dope.
Everywhere you look in MLB The Show 26, you're going to find awesome presentation features. Whether you're celebrating home runs with stadium smoke in Seattle or flames in Petco Park, jumping into a Sunday night showcase game in franchise mode, diving into brand new stories and scenes in Storylines, the Negro Leagues Season 4, or customizing your art themes across game modes. No matter how you play, you'll be blown away by the look and feel of MLB The Show 26.
Pre-order now. Early access available 3/13/26. All right, so let's go back. Nice trailer. Nice trailer. You know, understandably, visually, not much is actually changing overall. I mean, it still pretty much looks like MLB The Show from years past, from 25 going all the way back. But let's see. Let's go through this section by section. So, good thing we have Jessica Mendoza. She's going to be giving commentary in the World Baseball Classic mode in Diamond Dynasty, which is good. You know, hopefully they integrate her well with the other two guys, with Boog and I forgot the other guy's name. But so hopefully that's integrated well, and she doesn't kind of sound like an afterthought. And hopefully, she seems very like into the action on the screen. Like if you see her in real life doing commentary on ESPN, she seems very much like somebody that has a good personality in terms of like how she comes across on the mic. So we'll see how well she does in this game. So fielding feedback. So let's look at some of these. Let me take off closed captions right quick. Let's go back real quick on here. Because they pretty much they do this like show these like comments or tweets or whatever. You can try to verify these if you want. Let's see. All I want this year is College World Series brackets. Okay. The commentary in Diamond Dynasty could be better. I mean, what commentary is there? I mean, other than like the PA announcer when you're like in doing like showdowns and stuff, what other commentary is there in Diamond Dynasty? Other than like when you first started out and it's like the tutorial stuff. More home run celebrations, please. Or puff for 4. Okay. This one right here, I'm very curious about this because for the longest time, I'm really tired of seeing the same old no doubt home run celebrations. They did change it up a little bit for the past 2 years, but the angle that they changed, and we'll see it in this presentation because they showed it a couple times, is where it's almost like from a catcher's view or a ground level view, and it's showing like behind your player. And then sometimes you don't even see the ball. You lose track of the ball because their body is blocking it. I want to be able to actually disable that camera if I could. The way I could just focus on seeing the ball travel. And what's the last one here? With WBC back this year, will the show bring it back? What? with WBC back this year, will the show bring it back? More stadiums? Okay. So yeah, so we definitely seen they added what, 3 or 4 new stadiums. So let's continue.
To make MLB The Show 26
Go put some audio here.
realistic and immersive
So
yet.
I mean, presentation updates, stuff we've seen for years and years. Nothing big here. Nice graphic right there. Yeah, Sean being Chris Singleton. So dynamic play-by-play commentary. So what does it mean? Like, dynamic is a very ambiguous word in the sense, like, it doesn't give you any specifics. What does dynamic mean other than stitching together different sequences of dialogue based upon what's happening on the screen? Like, are they going to refer back to other stuff like in your franchise or your road to show or wherever they place them? How dynamic are we talking about? And they may go into more detail about this in the YouTube, the Twitch stream.
So excited to announce that my buddy Robert Flores will be offering cater commentary across game modes.
And it's really good. It's good that he's going to be in there because, like I said, he's a big fan of the game and he plays it a lot. I mean, even on his own streams, you'll see him playing it. I mean, he's just like a regular gamer. I know he's a grown man, and we've seen him on ESPN and on different MLB network. But he loves this game. He plays this game a lot. So I have no doubt that his commentary will be top tier.
Be happy it happened.
Roflo mixes expert analysis, real-time strategic advice, and his colorful personality into his catered commentary for ranked games.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
Battle Royale, Diamond Quest, and more.
It's not over.
So let's go back and look at these screens here, because, like, I'm glad that he's going to be giving his commentary. I'm just curious as to what level his commentary is going to impact the game, because I haven't really seen much commentary in Diamond Dynasty, to be honest. All right, so rank and weekend classic. Win 1v1 ranked games to increase your rating and earn division rewards. Your rating also places you into a league with increasing rewards in the next weekend challenge classic. Okay, so this is just kind of like the menu breaking down how weekend classic works.
Battle Royale.
So then Battle Royale. Okay, when you're picking players and stuff.
Diamond
Okay.
Quest, and more.
Oh, let's go back and see this Diamond Quest screen. Okay, so this is a new screen. So they did make some changes to how the menus are. They're more vertical now. So depending on what you want to do. So when it comes to single player, multiplayer, casual multiplayer, that may be like co-op. So this is, I mean, I have to see how this works and see if it feels better or more intuitive. So right here you see Diamond Quest, Mini Seasons, Conquest, Showdown. So you just scroll to from left to right here. And at the top you have home, play, progress, build, and collect. My squad, query squad. I don't know what that means. You got shop, open packs. So a lot of stuff is like right here within your grasp, which is good. You don't have to switch to a whole bunch of different menus, different screens. So this looks good, at least for now. We'll see how it works in practice.
And more.
It's not over until you say it's over.
I'm also excited to share that I'll be joining Boog and Seed to call the NCAA call.
I mean, look, you can even look at Jessica's face right here. I mean, this is how she smiles. Like when she gives commentary and she's talking to people and she's smiling, like she has that smile where it's almost like some people have this kind of like frown smile. I mean, it's kind of cute though, but yeah, that's her. That's her.
NCAA College World Series, guiding your journey through Omaha. He's got to be thrilled that it.
So this is the camera angle I'm talking about. This no doubt camera angle that they introduced. I'm not a big fan of it. It's overdone, and it's just like you see. I mean, you can see the ball. It just barely went over his head, but it's like it's so much of this in the way. I would like to see, you know, a better angle, more of a TV broadcast style angle of the ball leaving, or even the camera angles that they have when you play, you know, head to head in Diamond Dynasty. I like that camera angle as well. It's a modified version of the dynamic camera. Anything different over here? No, everything's still pretty much the same. I mean, some things I wish a lot of different developers would do is when you have, for sports games specifically, a little bit can go a long way. And what I mean by that is, you see this stuff, like all these graphics and this alignment and setup, this is exactly how it was last year. What they should do, they should try to switch it up a little bit. Same way with the scoreboard. Switch it up a little bit from year to year. Make it feel like it's a new product. Yes, we know we're playing MLB The Show. We know it's only so many ways to hit a baseball, so many ways to field. But, you know, in something like this, graphically, and this is a presentation, video, excuse me, like you can do a little bit better, I feel. Like this right here, putting this logo over here, this is just, I guess they felt like it was so much empty space, but why put this here? Like, give me something that's relative to what I'm doing on screen that gives me value for the gameplay. All right, so roll to the show, Diamond Dynasty. So this is like one of the front end menu screen. So you got storylines, franchise, Diamond Dynasty, and roll to the show. Then you have some other icons here. Don't know what all those are just yet.
You play in MLB The Show 26. The game presentation will be customized to your career journey like never before through connected storytelling. So
connected storytelling. This is something that I'm interested to see how this is going to play out, because this could be really good. This could be very immersive, especially if they do a good job with calling back to things that happened, not just the previous game, but early in the season, tracking like your progress, making comments on it. It depends on how deep they go. And I'm also curious if if this is going to also have some AI incorporated in it so that it can keep track of all this stuff. So, but it may not, because I believe it's probably going to be their commentary, Jessica, Chris, and the other guy, Boogs. But let's see what this says here. So game storylines. Phillies, Rocky Seek series and win in rubber match. Ryan Felton looks to snap his 6-game losing streak on the mound. Zach Wheeler dominates on the mound as of late. Bryce Harper shines in win versus Rocky. So the Phillies starting pitcher the last 9 games. So it looks like it's just going to be text, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they'll be doing some commentary as well. I think she may have said something like that. But if this is all it's going to be right here, I would expect a little bit more. Instead of just some text.
Franchise mode. We can integrate your real-time performance from pre-game storylines on the broadcast.
He's setting the tone game after
Hold on. Let me go back real quick. I want to see something real quick. I think okay, so down here at the bottom, you see it says select storyline. Interesting. I wonder what that does. Select storyline. So is this like letting you like simulate or skip ahead so that you can jump in a game? No, because it's saying Bryce Harper shines in win versus. So this is something that's already happened. Curious what this actually means by selecting the storyline.
On the broadcast, he's setting the tone game after game.
And while you work.
Oh, I think I get it. So Zach Wheeler. So it looks like when you select it right here. So they selected Zach Wheeler, and you kind of got this little commentary screen that followed. So Zach Wheeler dominates on the mound as of late, and then when they selected it, then you get commentary. Okay, so you get further commentary. Got it.
Your way to the bigs as a minor leaguer in Road to the Show. We'll stay on top of where you stand within.
Okay, Road to the Show narrative presentation. So Detroit Tigers depth chart. Okay.
Your organization and throughout the league to give you a visual feel for how you're.
See another no doubt home run animation. See, we seen earlier that they were saying that there are going to be different home run celebrations or something like that.
Performing game to game.
I hope they do more like home run celebrations or camera angles.
Usage breakdowns and more for next level.
Okay, wait a minute. She's saying StatCast home run breakdowns, but this is like a home run derby, isn't it? This is like. No? New York Met home run spray chart? Maybe it's not. Is Bo Bichette on the Mets now? I know Lindor is. Okay.
Breakdowns and more for next level depth and analysis. And for big picture career.
Dynamic challenges, a day to remember. So this is similar to what has already been in the game. Okay.
Awareness and perspective. We're tracking your.
So one thing that, once I upload the Road to the Show reaction, is that they're making Road to the Show a lot more intuitive to get through. It's going to be a lot more. It's not going to be such a drag, like, because in the past it's always been like you go through the amateurs, you get to the college, then you go to the majors, and then if you get to the majors, it's like, okay, I'm doing the same thing over and over, game after game, and it feels like, you know, what the middle part of the Road to the Show experience gets dull fast. So what they've done, they've made it to where you can simulate, you know, several blocks of games, and you know your stats can go up, but they'll never go below what they were when you started the simulation. So I think that's good. And kind of like the whole, you know, end goal of it is actually like you would imagine is to get to the Hall of Fame. Now, I'm not sure how much of a presentation that will be, if it's just going to be this right here and just some dialogue from Roflo or whoever. I mean, these character models still look, I mean, PS2, PS3-ish. Like at this point, we can do better. We can do better. Why does Ken Griffey still look young? Because at this point, if this is my character and I done went through, I don't know, 15, 20 years in the league, however long, like they need to age these characters up a little bit. You got Griffey, you got Jeter, you got what is the old boy's name? I forgot. They got Big Poppy right there. Justin Morneau. So yeah, I mean I think they kind of forgot to add that piece, but we'll see how this works out. Maybe it's cool and this will be a non-factor.
Progress to Cooperstown and where you stand amongst the game's elite.
I've never been a big fan of this mechanic. I just feel normally.
Building on the overwhelming excitement for the college experience last year,
I hear the fans. I wonder if they're going to, you know, improve the audio. So scenes like this, been in the game forever, and look at this. This locker room looks sad. This man is sitting on a stool. He couldn't even afford a chair. Like they're sitting in the worst aluminum chairs, steel chairs, whatever, and this man is sitting on a stool. And this is your character. I don't know. They need to do more with these kind of scenes to make them not look so sterile. I mean, that's really what they look. They look very sterile. Okay, that's new. Okay. Now I do like that, team traditions and specific celebrations.
Our new official NCAA Men's College World Series branding integration, complete with full tournament brackets and.
All right, so this is something I've been wanting to know for a while, and this screen confirms it, because in the previous different blogs they had and the presentation videos they had for like not Road to the Show, but for the gameplay, they never really had these filled out. And then they had one graphic where they showed like some numbers in here, but it wasn't enough to be either like best 3 out of 5 or best 4 out of 7. Because that's what I was looking to see. Am I going to be playing either the best 3 out of 5 or the best 4 out of 7 to advance? Or is this going to be one game and then I advance? And looking at this, I think it's confirmed that you just play one game. So it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 games. So you're only playing 4 total games in the College World Series. And you know, I'm not up on the College World Series, so I don't know if it's a, you know, single elimination round or whatever. But I was hoping that it'd be like best 3 out of 5, and then by the time you get right here or right here, it'd be the best 4 out of 7. But it looks like, you know, best just the one game. So UCLA won 6-4. They move on, and now their record's updated to 1-0. FSU won 2-1. So here's 1-0. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like this right here, it says 3-2, but they didn't advance. This I don't understand. Like why is this not advancing? Why isn't FSU right here? Because this can't be the best 4 out of 7 because UCLA has 6. See what I mean? This is kind of where it gets a little confusing. Let's look over here. Fresno won 7-5, so they move forward. Yeah, so. And then right here you have Stanford winning 1-0 over Virginia, but they haven't advanced and same as over here. I don't know. Maybe the screen hasn't finished updating or something. So that's something to look out for.
All the sights and sounds of Charles Schwab Field in Omaha as you play the College World Series. Sticking with one-of-a-kind
World Baseball Classic.
World Baseball Classic. And come launch day, you'll be able.
So a lot of people in the community, in the Diamond Dynasty community, love this. Is highly sought, highly praised actually for the World Baseball Classic. A lot of people really enjoy that. Out of all the different events they have in Diamond Dynasty, this is one that has been considered one of the best. And I think it was brought in 2 years ago. Yeah, I believe 2 years ago. Maybe 3, but I know at least 2 years ago they had the World Baseball Classic. So we'll see how they implement what they do differently this year, how much extra they add on top of it to make it even a better experience.
Play in the tournament with your Diamond Dynasty squad.
I'm glad about these international stadiums. More stadiums to play in, whether you're doing World Baseball Classic or not. Which I'm going to assume that you can pick these stadiums outside of World Baseball Classic. Okay. So specific crowd audio for the stadiums. It's a beautiful stadium.
Everywhere you look in MLB The Show 26.
All right, still the same kind of screens.
You're going to find awesome presentation features.
Okay.
Whether you're celebrating home runs,
Another, no doubt home run celebration. Same no doubt home run celebration.
Sunday night showcase game in franchise mode.
Okay.
Diving into brand new stories and scenes in Storylines, the Negro Leagues Season 4.
Okay.
Or customizing your art themes across game modes. No matter how you play, you'll be blown away by the look and feel of MLB The Show 26.
So right here, let me see if I can get that. There's going to be some audio playing when his team runs up to celebrate with him. I wonder if are they going to do more of that.
Blown away by the look and
You hear that?
of MLB The Show 26. You'll be blown away by the look and
So
feel of MLB
we'll see.
The Show 26.
All right. So how we feeling? How we feeling about the presentation video? And like I said, they will follow this up with a YouTube stream. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. For me, nothing in this really just like wowed me and made me more excited to play the game. What I will say though is hopefully the storyline stuff is implemented well and it makes sense and it's not something that you'll try for the first time and select it and realize, okay, this is, they just split up what was already in the game and just tried to make it seem like it was something new. Because even that screen that they showed where it had Zach Wheeler, this right here, we've seen this screen before in presentation like in franchise mode. So just because you have this on the front end and you select it and then it takes you right back to a screen that we've already seen before, if that's all it's going to be, then I don't know if that's enough meat on the bones to really make this feel like something new and fresh. But we'll see. But I am looking forward to seeing what they show with stuff like when they talked about more home run celebrations. So now I think about that. That's not the camera angles when you hit a home run. It's just more or less stuff when you round the bases heading into home. I don't know. Hopefully it's not stuff that's too silly where you're doing cartwheels and backflips and stuff. Hopefully they keep it more like realistic and believable, so that you can select those things for your role to the show character and all that kind of stuff. But we will see. Hopefully they'll have more camera angles. The one thing, there are some things I am excited about, and that's going to come in when I do my reactions to the gameplay mode, because they kind of glossed over this one feature that I think is going to be huge. And I think they're selling it short because they think people are more concerned with some of the buzzwords and the bigger things. But there's one thing that in terms of hitting, there's actually two things in terms of hitting that are going to be game changers for this, especially helping onboard new players who may not be as skilled in hitting when they use zone hitting. And then those who want a more immersive experience, there are two things they've added, and I'll talk about those in an upcoming video when I go over the gameplay videos. But, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one for my return back. A little rusty, but it's all good. We'll get there. It won't be long before we get back in our stride. So, let me know down in the comments, will you be getting MLB The Show 26 this year? Are you going to pass on it? And if so, why? What features are you excited about? What features are you let down about? Just let me know all that down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right? Peace out. Mr. Lux, the AKA the Married. Told you I'm rusty. Mr. Lux, AKA the Married Gamer, and I'm out. Peace.